Hello and welcome back to Invincible Asia. I'm George Clark and today I get to check out the 4K UHD release of Police Story 3 Supercop from Idiot Films. Don't forget folks, before we go any further, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, like the video and all that jibber jabber, and thank you very much for supporting Invincible Asia. So a few weeks ago you may have seen on my Instagram a post where I was in San Francisco and I had managed to finally grab hold of a copy of Idiot Films' US release of Police Story 3 Supercop. That edition was just the Blu-ray release and it was about probably $38 or so, and I just didn't have the money at the time because there was plenty of other titles that I actually did want to get, and I have multiple editions of this movie, including Eureka's own Blu-ray and 4K release, which I'll get to. Anyway, when I got home, I kept thinking about it, and I really wanted that Sean Longmore artwork, so I went searching on eBay and came across not just the Blu-ray copy, but the 4K Ultra HD copy for £25. I mean, unopened, what a bloody bargain. So straight away, nabbed that, had it delivered there just last week or so. Did film this video, much like the Rich and Famous one, which is why there's no plastic on this, but due to some corrupt files, I've now had to do it all again and pretend to you that this is my first time getting to see this wonderful product. Anyway, here we have it. Finally in my hands, the 4K UHD Idiot Films release of Police Story 3 Supercop, and I am so friggin' excited because this artwork for me is worth the pennies alone. Absolutely. There's the back of the cover here. But yes, apart from that, I'm hoping that there is enough going on and differences here with the Eureka release. Of course, I'm going to be comparing them later on. Let me just pop this cover off though, because I do know now that there is some incredible artwork hiding behind here. Boom! Really hate doing that. I don't want to destroy the cover. So here we have the full front cover from Sean, which is just friggin' stunning, but wait till you see this back because it is just as glorious. Wow, I mean, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, just amazing. Okay, before I get into this, as per usual, I'm going to go through the history of this movie with myself. And that starts in the mid-90s. A new video store had opened up in the village that I live close to. I remember going into it to see what they had there, and two of their new releases on the shelf were Police Story 3 and I think Crime Story or City Hunter, one of the two. But Police Story 3 was there. This gorgeous big rental case, which absolutely and totally caught my attention, to the point where I had to run back home, grab my my nan, bring her up to sign up to this video store, which was a lot of hassle, just so that I could rent this friggin' movie. Got it back, super excited to sit down and watch it. I was probably around 15 at the time, and the whole videotape had no sound on it. I was so angry. Brand new video, just released. Not a pick of sound on there at all. It was a bad tape. Picture quality was fine, just no sound. So anyway, was quite happy to watch it without the sound, but maybe about 6 to 8 months after that, I did manage to pick up an X-Rental, which is this particular videotape here, as you can see, released by Imperial Entertainment, who did a lot of Jackie's releases back then. But yes, I was so glad to have my own copy of this an amazing movie that has since, and did, sorry, back then on VHS, get released or on a number of different distributors' labels, like Hong Kong Classics, MIA, things like that. There was a number of releases of Police Story 3 on VHS. I only ever had this one. Stupidly, I mean, I didn't have the money to splash out on different variations back then, but now I'm looking back at eBay, kind of like grabbing for my nostalgic greed, grabbing a few other of the VHS versions just for shits and giggles. Don't really need them, shouldn't get them, but that's just who I am. But this for me was the original release. A fantastic movie, obviously just blew me away with what I was getting. So not too long after that, of course, the DVD market came in and the internet was kicking off big time. Things got easier and I was able to import the Deltamac version on DVD here, all the way from Hong Kong, which was brilliant, and give me obviously the chance to see a more digital version of this. And of course, not long after that, it was re-edited and released in the States. I never really took to that version, I have to say. I was never a fan of that edit or any US edit of Jackie's movies, if I'm being honest. But this was great to have. And then before the Blu-ray kind of boutique labels in the Blu-ray scene really kicked off, and I don't like promoting it, but I have to admit this was an absolute blessing and one of the most fabulously packed Blu-rays, unofficial Blu-ray releases, I have to say, from Hong Kong Rescue, and their release of Supercop, or Police Story 3 Supercop, and its American versions. You've got the uncut Hong Kong version on there and the US version at 87 minutes. But this was just packed with so much extras, restored beautifully, and had so much more going on. And this was pretty much my go-to version for some time, until recently, of course. Then Eureka released two, not one, but two incredible versions. Oh, I'm just wrecking things here. So, of course, the Blu-ray version with artwork by Darren Wheeling, which we'll not go back to, and this stunning box of the whole trilogy in 4K with glorious, glorious, glorious artwork from Kung Fu Bob. I mean, it was just one of the best boxes and art pieces that I've seen in a long, long time. So, as far as I'm aware, everything that was on this Blu-ray was on the 4K. So I'll quickly pop that down, because how this is really going to work for me now is comparing what 88 Films have put out to what Eureka have put out on their Police Story 3 Supercop 4K disc, and that will be quality, extras, and all the other things that come with it here. So of course, in this box set here you get an amazing book. It was a fantastically and beautifully put together book, and with 88's release I see that they also have a book in there. But for me, what Eureka's box set lacked was a poster and reversible covers of Kung Fu Bob's artwork. That would have just made that the ultimate release for me, absolutely. So I'm really hoping that what's in here with Sean Longmore stuff blows me away, and that's what I'm going to get stuck into now. But first of all, let me cover with you what comes with this release of Police Story 3 Supercop from 88 Films. So, of course, a limited edition slipcase with brand new artwork from Sean Longmore, double-sided fold-out poster, 6 replica lobby cards, an 80-page perfect bound book featuring an interview with John Wakefield and new writings on the film by CJ Lines, plus selected archive materials, inner sleeve featuring Hong Kong poster artwork. On the discs we have on the 4K UHD presentation of the Hong Kong cut at 96 minutes in its original aspect ratio with Dolby Vision encoding, Cantonese language options, many different mixes of the Cantonese language options there with newly translated English subtitles on the Hong Kong cut, the English mono dub on the Hong Kong cut, 4K UHD presentation of the international cut with English and Cantonese options with English subtitles, audio commentary by Frank Zhang, Flying High with Jackie Chan, Dancing with Death with Michelle Yeoh, The Stuntmaster General with Stanley Tong. I think these are archival interviews that I may have seen before. The Fall Guy with Ken Lo. A Stanley Tong interview from 2004. Outtakes and behind the scenes. Hong Kong trailer, an English trailer, 7 US TV spots, a US theatrical teaser, a US theatrical trailer, Japanese teaser, a US video screener promo, and the Guy Laroche 1984 commercial with Jackie Chan and Michelle Yeoh, which I do believe is on Eureka's release. Anyway, let me get stuck into it, please. And first things first, I want to get out of the way this poster, because I'm really hoping that there is some Sean Longmore artwork on here, because both of those sides of that box, oh my god, to have them, which I'm already saying isn't here, have them on this poster would just be absolutely wonderful and beautiful. But it's not there, unfortunately. But still, look at this gorgeous, gorgeous poster of Police Story 3, which looks amazing. I don't think I've seen this promotional art before. If I have, it was much smaller. I no doubt have through Eureka's booklet. But this I haven't seen in this scale, and that's quite nice. I really like that. And on the other side there, that artwork, promotional artwork that we've seen many times used from Hong Kong. And I do like this. I think it's pretty cool. Very, very dark. But I think if I was to frame anything, it would be this one. Saying that, I don't think I'm going to frame any of them just yet. I think I'm going to hold back. Yeah, because I do like both. But I don't know. I would hate to have to cover one of those up. But that there would definitely be the one that I would put into frame. Okay, so slightly disappointed that there isn't a Sean Longmore art piece in there. Very disappointed, I would actually say. I'm never happy, like, but come on, I mean, these two pieces on this box, they should have posters of their own. Oh my gosh, what a gorgeous, gorgeous booklet. Okay, let's get stuck into this first, because there's a lot of reading in this, and I don't know if I'm going to get through all the pages with you. I will certainly try. Yeah, I mean, looking at the reading those extras before I've even got into the disc itself. What I find that both Eureka and 88 have missed here is the fact that they did not release Michelle Yeoh's Project S, aka Once a Cop, aka Supercop 2, aka Police Story 4. I think that would have been an incredible addition to either of these companies' releases, especially the 88 one. I think that would have been an absolute bonus in making this the ultimate edition. That's not to say that it may not be. I have yet to compare these side by side, but that would have been to see that next chapter of her character, and seeing that wonderful funny cameo from Jackie Chan in drag. I think that just would have been a perfect time to release Project S alongside Supercop here, along Police Story 3, which is just a shame, as I say. I mean, it was a fantastic movie, very underrated. It's kind of slipped under the radar now. It's been forgotten about as such, and I would like to think with Michelle's recent Oscar win and the success of her movies and her career so far, that we would see hopefully one of these boutique labels go down the road of releasing Project S in a Blu-ray format restored, because it definitely deserves it. Fantastic cast in there, of course, decent direction from Stanley Tong before he kind of went a wee bit over the top with Jackie's projects. But I do think that it absolutely deserves a Blu-ray release, and I totally believe that they've missed a trick here in putting that out with this wonderful film here. But yes, fantastic book altogether. Yeah, cannot wait to get stuck into that and read it properly later. A lot to get through there. But let me just pop this in here. Sorry, I'm wrecking the place. Okay, so what I have done and what I've forgotten that I had done was reversed this cover already. Let me quickly flip that back just as I talk to you. Remember, I did talk about, I did this video before. I think I've acted pretty well, that everything's been a whole new surprise to me here. But yay, there we go. Look at this 4K stunning release here with that artwork from the poster as we talked about, which really works there. I think that larger version kind of pulls it apart. I think it really looks much tidier here. And then on the back, a promo shot that we don't see in the movie as such, but it is pretty cool there. Actually reminds me of a promo shot from Jackie Chan's Island on Fire, or not Jackie Chan's Island on Fire, but the Island on Fire, Island off Fire, the Prisoner movie with Jackie, Sammo, Andy Lau, Tony Leung and Wang Yu. Inside here we have got the 2 discs, the other one just behind the lobby cards right here, which I'm going to check out with you. And I'll pop out that cover properly because you need to see what's on the other side of this, because it's just feckin' amazing. So here we have the full spread of the artwork and the text on the back. But on the reverse here we have got more gorgeous artwork from Sean Longmore, which again, I can't believe he didn't get a poster. Oh, I'm gonna pop that back in though. As much as I do love the original cover that is in there, I can't deny that this needs to be looked at more because it is just friggin' stunning. Okay, so yes, inside the 2 discs look like so, different artwork on each, which is lovely. You have the 4K and then the Blu-ray on the other side. But let me just pop open these lobby cards and share them with you, because there are 2 sides to each. So here we have a lovely scene. This is the fantastic Jungle House action scene and shoot up, which saw a brief cameo from Kimberly Penn, which was unfortunate. I really would have liked to have seen her get a much bigger role and an absolute kick-ass showdown with Michelle Yeoh. Unfortunately, that wasn't to be, but it could have been such a platform for her, especially whenever the film went so big in the West. I do love Kimberly Penn. I think she's an amazing martial artist, a fine actress, and has starred in many wonderful Hong Kong titles. But yeah, it's just a shame they didn't do a wee bit more with her in this. Maybe they did. Maybe there's a deleted scene where she gets to fight. But yeah, from what we see in the movie, she kind of gets taken out far too quickly. So more wonderful shots. Of course, you've Yuen Wah there, who if I remember correctly, also turns up in Tough Beauty and the Sloppy Slop with Cynthia Khan and Yuen Wah, which was a very low budget remake of sorts of Police Story 3 Supercop. A bit of a dodgy film to say the least. Certainly doesn't have the production values and the slickness that this movie does, but definitely a fun movie. Has its moments, has got its moments. I would like to see a cleaned up version of it, if I'm being honest, because it did have a lot to offer, and I think Yuen Wah and Cynthia Khan were fantastic together in it. Anyway, that is all that is boom with this. It's not all, there's a lot with that. I've just got to fit everything back in here without wrecking it. Oh my god, I'm so excited. So what I'm going to do now, yes, is go in, pop this on, not against the Blu-ray there, but against Eureka's own 4K release of Police Story 3, and just see which of the 2 actually works out better in terms of quality and what they have to offer and all the extras that come with it. So I'll be back soon to let you know what I think. So just back after checking out the 88 Films 4K Blu-ray release of Jackie Chan's Police Story 3 Supercop, and absolutely for me as a super fan, this was so worth picking up. Of course, there's a lot to enjoy in there, including the booklet, the double-sided poster, all the extras, etc. But for Sean Longmore's artwork, I mean, I just cannot stop enjoying what he has put on this cover here. As for the prints alone, so first of all, behind me, of course, I usually have the menu up there of the disc that's in. Being a Region A, of course, it's not going to play on my players. Sure, what else? So I've just got some footage going on in the background here. But that said, the 4K, of course, did play, being a region free. So I was able to put that 4K disc up against the Eureka 4K disc. I put on the Eureka for about 10 minutes to watch straight through, but then I jumped through different scenes for another maybe 5 minutes or so and let that quality sink in, which was amazing. I did love what they have done there, and that was the reason I went out and bought a 4K player, was because of Eureka's Police Story box set. But maybe it's just me, but I kind of felt that whenever I put this version on, I felt that perhaps this was just a wee bit better looking. I don't know if they are the same prints. Maybe my eyes were just getting tired before I popped this in and felt a wee bit more excited. But I just kind of felt that what this restoration offered was slightly a notch above Eureka's 4K print. Now, that's not to say it maybe is the same print, or maybe 88 have just done a few extra wee tweaks there before they put that out. I kind of think they have. I just felt that there was something else a wee bit sharper, a wee bit better about this particular restoration from 88 than I had previously watched with Eureka's. The menu itself is kind of like, as you can see, this top part here. This is your menu. Display, which is that top picture, and of course with 88's new setup of the bar below and that kind of Warner DC menu options where it pops up and it slides across, which I'm not really a fan of, but still that is there. So that is your menu page whenever you pop these discs in and check them out. The 4K disc itself had a lot of, pretty much had all the trailers as the special features on there. And that there's quite a few there. Of course, you've got the Hong Kong trailer, the English trailer, 7 US TV spots, a US theatrical teaser, a US theatrical trailer, a Japanese teaser, and the video screener promo, as well as the 1984 commercial with Jackie Chan and Michelle Yeoh. They're all part of the 4K disc, but all the other extra features there, like the archival interviews, which are what's on the Eureka releases there. So again, you're kind of getting a lot of the same stuff there. They're all on the Blu-ray disc, which you can go to and see if you want to watch them again. I mean, this is the tricky part for me. Apart from Frank Zhang's new audio commentary for 88 Films, which kind of like, I think perhaps was done after the Eureka one that he had done with FJ DeSanto. This one seemed like I've already done this, let's just get through it kind of thing. I did listen to about half an hour of it, you know, just to kind of like get a feel for that there. But that is the only difference with this release in terms of the extra features on there. Of course, with the Eureka release, you've got Frank Zhang and FJ DeSanto doing their commentary, and then you've also got Mike Leader and Arna Venema doing theirs. Also with the Eureka release, you've also got 2 other extra features there made by Arna, which is like the Jackie Chan video games featurette and the Police Story Locations featurette, which were very, very cool to see, very, very interesting to watch. And they're just not on here. There's nothing extra, let's just say, that is a part of this release. That said, as much as I adore Kung Fu Bob's artwork, and I wish that Eureka had went down the line of giving him reversible covers, because that would have just bumped that right up for me. I do love what Sean has done here. I haven't been able to express that enough quite clearly, but I do love the artwork with this release. I love the booklet in here, but I do love Eureka's booklet just as much. They're both packed with some fantastic pictures, behind the scenes, artwork, things like that, and of course plenty of text and interviews throughout both of them there. So all in all, was this kind of a waste of money? Well, no, not for me as a collector, definitely not, and not as a fan of Sean Longmore's artwork, of course. But they're just, for me, I think that excitement, that build up, and that challenge between labels of who can do the better release, I kind of feel that 88 could have just maybe done a wee bit more in putting something extra out there, putting a new featurette on there. And to get Frank Jeng to do the audio commentary when he's already done one for Eureka on the exact same film but do a different commentary, I kind of felt that was a wee bit of a cop-out. It could have been me. It could have been anyone else. And that's the thing. I think 88 missed the trick here perhaps in getting some fresh voices behind the audio commentary for this release. Regardless though, absolutely, definitely 100% a double thumbs up from me. If you haven't got the Eureka box set and this is your only option because you're living in the States, by all means pick it up. If you're here in the UK and you're a fan of Sean's stuff, absolutely grab hold of it because it is worth it. The same box artwork is on the regular Blu-ray release as much as it is on the 4K UHD release. But yes, super glad to finally have this in my collection. Not disappointed at all, just feel it could have been a wee touch better. So thank you once again for watching another video here on Invincible Asia. Don't forget you can check out hundreds of others here on the channel. You can also show your continued support by heading over to my new merch store or by checking out invincibleasia.com where you can read my full movie reviews and follow me on Instagram @InvincibleAsia. Until next time though, enjoy your Kung Fu and I will see you soon.